I want to talk about relationships. And I know by far that I am not the best at them. I have not been in very many. I want to say I had 3 serious relationships, if that's what you really want to call them. But I think they ended because I really couldn't be myself. And then also a trust factor as well. You try and conform to what you think your partner would like or your other person would like, and you kind of lose sight of yourself and who you really are, and in trying to please the other person. And I had to learn to, find myself again, to love me, to put myself first. Because you have to love yourself first before you can even think to love anyone else, or at least bring someone else into your space. And yes, I love myself, but I felt like whenever my partner wanted to do something, I felt like I had to do it, like I was obligated to do it, but I wasn't. And I feel like I didn't speak up for myself as much as I should have, and as much as I could have. I kind of just went along with it because I was so enticed in the relationship, and I just wanted to avoid any type of argument, any type of confrontation. I just wanted to keep up the facade that I was great, like it's a perfect relationship, but they weren't. They say people only post what you want to, what they want you to see. So a lot of these social media couples that you see on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, it's not always a happy time with them. I'm sure of it. It's not all honeymoon phase 24/7. A lot of people only post what you want them to see. You don't know if they're going through hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. You don't know if, one person may have, been unfaithful to the other. You don't know what's going on. You just, and that's another thing. Don't compare yourself to others, because that's only going to hurt you. You're going to want to live up to what you're seeing, what's being portrayed to you, when in all reality, it's not real. It's not real. Like reality TV. It's not real. It's not. But back on the topic of relationships. I don't know. I might not be the best person to talk about relationships because I haven't been in one in 4 years. Yeah, it's been about 4 years now. That was very short-lived. Ended due to trust issues. And I'm still cordial. We still keep in contact after some time. We figured out we were better as friends or associates than in a relationship. So sometimes that happens, Sometimes it's just not meant to be with who you're with. And what's crazy is all the relationships that I was in, which, like I said, was not very many, all of them, I knew deep in my heart that it wasn't going to last long. That's not the person that I was supposed to spend the rest of my life with. I knew in the back of my mind for each of the people, each relationship that I was in, I knew he's not the one. He's not the one. He's not the one. I just don't see it. I mean, they were all decent guys, but it would be something about each of them, not knocking any of them, because they are awesome. They're all awesome. I don't keep in contact with all of them. A few I do, but it would be little things. I just didn't see I could not see a future with certain things, and as far as beliefs, morals, just brought up differently. And some things are kind of deal breakers for me. And I had never voiced that. And to me, thinking back now, it was kind of a waste of my time and their time if I knew that I did not want to be with them and did not see anything in the long term or in the long run with them. So now, well, I'm not looking, but now in this time where I'm, getting to know myself, getting closer with God, I know what I want. I refuse to settle. I know my worth, and I'm adding tax. A recent situation I encountered, I just moved to New Orleans, and after I for work, where I work, I have to kind of park a little ways away, and it's a little walk. I did meet someone. It's a long story on on the initial encounter, but very nice guy. We exchanged information. Cool. The approach kind of caught me off guard, but he was cool. We exchanged social media. I happened to look on the social media, and I noticed that he was wearing a wedding ring. And I also noticed multiple pictures and videos of his family and his wife. So this is maybe, this is the initial, after the initial encounter. A couple weeks later, we haven't spoken. There's nothing to say, nothing to talk about. A couple weeks later, he, hits me up. Hey, how's it going? I'm like, I'm good. He says, are you free? He just texts free. And I'm like, for what? To talk. Okay. So he calls. I knew exactly what I was doing. Let him talk. Just talk. This is very fresh. The first encounter was maybe a couple weeks ago, and the most recent encounter was a couple days ago. I let him talk, got him, talking about his life, his background, where he comes from, what he does for a living. And then I start asking even more questions, and he's like, you ask a lot of questions. I said, yeah, I'm aware. I mean, it's what I do for a living. I let him, I went back on his Instagram and noticed that everything was deleted. All of his pictures, all of his videos, everything was deleted. So I asked him about it. He said, well, I have a link on my page. He has his own business in New Orleans. So he has a link to the things that he does for his business on his page. So I go to his page and I'm like, okay, I see a picture here. It's a very large picture blown up in black and white. I said, is this you? I said, he said, it was who, me? I said, the black and white photo on the main page. He said, yeah. I said, then you know what I'm going to ask next. He said, what? I said, are you married? Silent. Just crickets. He said, yes. I said, do you think this is appropriate? Do you think this conversation is appropriate? Mind you, this is around like 8:30 p.m. that he calls. He says, no. I said, is your wife aware of, this conversation going on at the moment? He said, no. And I said, out of respect for myself and your wife, I'm going to end this conversation here. But you have a good night. Conversation done, call ended. You see, I'm single right now for a reason. God is prepping someone for me and prepping me for someone. That guy definitely was not that someone. I'm just trusting and believing and being patient, but also going out, meeting people, because before I was definitely a homebody, and you can't meet people if you stay in the house all day and binge watch Netflix. As much as you love doing it, you're not gonna meet people that way. And the whole dating and meeting people online, I'd rather not. I'd like to try it the old-fashioned way and just go out and meet people, let it be organic, So that's what's been going on in my life. If you all have anything that you would like me to discuss, go ahead and drop it down in the comment section below. That can be the topic of my next video. But yeah, until next time. Oh, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I don't think I ever say that in my videos, or if I have, they're from like a year ago. So yeah, don't forget to like if you really like it. You can comment any other ideas for videos, and subscribe. Why not? If you want to put on the notification bell, you can do that too. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.